If your GPA is under 3, you've probably heard this before. You'll never get into PA school. And I'm here to tell you that that is completely wrong because I got into PA school with a 2.9 GPA. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it and how you can get in this year, even though you feel like the odds are stacked against you. So here's what's different for 2025 and why it matters. PA programs now are looking for more than just numbers. They are prioritizing clinical experience, your personal statement, and strong sense of resilience. This means that if you know how to package your story strategically, you'll have better chance of getting in, even with people with perfect 4.0s. But if you follow the wrong playbook, you're going to waste another year, more time, more money, and another rejection. So the biggest thing is to reframe your GPA so that is not the headline of your application. And you can do that by 3 different ways. So the first thing you want to do is you want to start highlighting your last 40 credit hours, whether an undergraduate or if you did a post-bac program or you did a master's program. The higher level classes that you take, they are obviously harder. So if you're able to demonstrate that you have an upward trend, that's going to be a strong case for you and increase your chances. Number 2 thing is you want to show that you have relevant patient care experience. This is going to prove to the adcoms that you have what it takes and you're ready for PA school and you're ready to be a PA. A lot of times students apply to PA school because they think, oh, I get a job in medicine, but they really don't know what medicine entails. And it's not just about helping people. There's a lot more to it than just helping people and diagnosing people and stuff like that. Being a PA is also, you take on leadership roles. If you're in a clinic, you're learning how to manage staff, you're learning how to manage meetings, you're learning how to manage all sorts of different things. It's not just about medicine, it's a whole package. So that's another thing that you can use to show the adcom. This person has enough experience, relevant experience, and they're not taking a risk on you. And the third thing you can do is you want to own your GPA story. So you want to tie it into personal growth and some sort of grit because PA school is very demanding. It's very hard. The last thing adcoms want to do is take a chance on someone that doesn't have any resilience, has never faced any challenges. Adcoms like that you have some sort of challenges. So if the reason your GPA is low is because you had challenges for whatever reason, please tie that into your personal statement. And if you have interviews coming up, please let them know of the struggles that you had and how you overcame it and how you can apply that to PA school. So those are 3 really big keys that can help you strengthen your application. So the next thing I want to talk about is 3 mistakes that keep low GPA applicants out. So mistake number 1 is they're retaking random classes without a strategy. So a lot of the times students with low GPAs will start retaking random classes, easy classes to get an A, but those low credit classes or classes that have no relevance in medicine or science, it's really not going to come through on the application, and they're just going to be like, oh, well, this person's just trying to raise their GPA to get into PA school. So if you're going to retake classes, make sure that they're hard sciences. That's really going to show the adcom, okay, this person is ready for PA school. The second mistake is writing a generic personal statement that fits in. That's the last thing you want to do. You don't want to sound like a robot. You don't want to sound like you're perfect. You don't want to sound robotic. You want to sound like a human. When the adcoms read your personal statement, they're looking for a real person. They want to hear your struggle stories. They want to hear that you've done certain volunteer hours in underserved communities. They want to know that you've interacted with patients before. Those are things that are really going to come through on your personal statement. And you want to really make sure that you start off your personal statement strong because like everybody else, when we're reading something, we want to read the good stuff first. So make sure that when you're putting your story together, you have high impact points very early on in your personal statement. That's what's really going to make it stand out. And mistake number 3 is students applying to every PA program instead of the program that fits your profile. So when you're looking for programs, you want to make sure that if your GPA is lower than a 3.5 or 3.3 or 3, you want to make sure that they have no minimum requirement. Again, I've kind of talked about this before in other videos. The best thing to do is if a school doesn't have a minimum requirement, just talk to the adcoms. If you can call them personally and be like, hey, this is my situation. Is it even worth me applying to this school? Sometimes they'll give you a straight out answer. Sometimes they'll give you a strategy. A lot of the times they'll hint at either yes or no, it is right for you to apply to that school. But a lot of the schools don't have minimum requirements on their admission requirements when you look online. So just really try to talk to them if you can. I like over the phone better than email because email words can get lost in translation or mixed up. There could be a lot of miscommunication. So just if you can talk to them on the phone, that's great. If you cannot, next best thing would be an email. So don't just start applying to all sorts of schools. You're going to be wasting time and money and effort. I would start looking at schools that you want to apply to. And like I said, just try to reach out to the adcoms and really ask them, hey, is it even worth me applying to the school? Or what can I do to make myself more competitive? A lot of the times they'll be helpful and really reach out to you. Also, if the programs have meetings, PrePA, a lot of programs now have PrePA conferences or anything school related where you can volunteer and really get hands-on experience with the school and really build connections with the adcoms. That's also going to help you to stand out as well. So before I applied, my undergraduate counselor actually had told me that I should start looking for another career, that I had no chance in medicine because my GPA was just too low and it wasn't going to be competitive. But I refused to quit. I built my application strategically, program by program. I didn't just apply to 10, 15 different schools. When I got in, I only applied to 2 schools. One school I applied to was I had gotten waitlisted the year before, and they had told me to reapply. And the second school was my dream school, which was Texas Tech University, and that is actually the school that I got into. So just because you have a low GPA doesn't mean that all hope is lost. Here, I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to get in, but for me personally, I was able to do it with the lower than average GPA, but it was because I had built a strategy specifically, and I didn't just do things randomly. I had a strategy to it. So the same framework that I used, I put it into the Low GPA Blueprint. If you guys are interested in that, that is going to be in the link below. So get it if you guys are interested in that. And the last thing, guys, is I really want to build a school community. I think building a community for students like yourself, or even if you're a PA student getting ready to take your PANCE, I want to build a community to get all of you guys together so that way you guys can share ideas, share tips. If you guys have interviews, if you guys have other tips for other students that can help other students, I think that would be extremely beneficial for one another. I also want to build the school community to do at least one weekly webinar to give you guys more tips. If you guys have questions, you guys can ask me directly. And then you guys can, of course, have access to me. If you guys have any specific questions, you guys can always reach out to me. So if you guys are interested in building or joining the school community, drop a comment, drop the word school below, and I'll send you guys an invite and we'll go from there. So if you guys have any other questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them for you. So again, guys, all hope is not lost. You just need the right plan, and I'll show you exactly how to do it the way that I did it to increase your chances.